Music, culture and religion in Karnataka. Karnataka also has a special place in the world of Indian classical music, with both Karnataka, that is Carnatic, and Hindustani styles finding a place in the state, and Karnataka has also produced a number of stalwarts in both the styles. While referring to music, the word Karnataka, it does not mean the state of Karnataka. The Haridasa movement of the 16th century contributed in an original manner to the development of Karnataka or Carnatic music as a performing art form. Purandara Dasa, one of the most revered Haridasas, is known as the Karnataka Sangeeta Pitamaha, that is the father of Carnatic music. Celebrated Hindustani musicians like Gangubai Hangal, Mallikarjun Mansur, Bhimsen Joshi, Basavaraja Rajguru, Savai Gandharva and several others hail from Karnataka, and some of them have been recipients of the Kalidasa Samman, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan awards. Gamaka is another classical musical genre based on Carnatic music that is practiced in Karnataka. Kannada Bhavagite is a genre of popular music that draws inspiration from the expressionist poetry of modern poets. The Mysuru school of painting has produced painters like Sundaraya, Tanjavur Kondaya, B. Venkatappa and Keshavaya. Chitrakala Parishad is an organization in Karnataka dedicated to promoting painting, mainly in the Mysuru painting style. Sari is a traditional dress of women in Karnataka. Women in Kodagu have a distinct style of wearing the sari, different from the rest of Karnataka. Dhoti, known as Panche in Karnataka, is the traditional attire of men. Shirts, trousers and salwar kameez are widely worn in urban areas. Mysuru Peta is the traditional headgear of southern Karnataka, while the pagadi or pataga is preferred in the northern areas of the state. Jowar is staple to northern Karnataka, whereas ragi is the staple to southern Karnataka. Bisibelebath, jolada roti, ragi mudde, uppittu, masale dose and maddur vade are some of the popular food items in Karnataka. Among sweets, Mysuru Pak, Karadantu of Goka and Amingad, Belgavi Kunda and Dharwad Peda are popular. Apart from this, coastal Karnataka and Kodagu have distinctive cuisines of their own. Udupi cuisine of coastal Karnataka is popular all over India. Adi Shankaracharya chose Sringeri in Karnataka to establish the first of his 4 mathas, that is monasteries. Sri Madhavacharya was the chief proponent of Tattvavada, that is philosophy of reality, popularly known as Dvaita or dualistic school of Hindu philosophy, one of the 3 most influential Vedanta philosophies. Madhava was one of the important philosophers during the Bhakti movement. He was a pioneer in many ways, going against standard conventions and norms. The Haridasa devotional movement is considered as one of the turning points in the cultural history of India. Over a span of nearly 6 centuries, several saints and mystics helped shape the culture, philosophy and art of South India and Karnataka in particular by exerting considerable spiritual influence over the masses and kingdoms that ruled South India. This movement was ushered in by the Haridasas and took shape in the 13th to 14th century period, prior to and during the early rule of the Vijayanagara Empire. The main objective of this movement was to propagate the Dvaita philosophy of Madhavacharya, that is Madhava Siddhanta, to the masses through a literary medium known as Dasa Sahitya, that is literature of the servants of the Lord. Purandara Dasa is widely recognized as the Pitamaha of the Carnatic music for his immense contribution. Ramanujacharya, the leading expounder of Vishishtadvaita, spent many years in Melukote. He came to Karnataka in 1098 AD and lived here till 1122 AD. He first lived in Tondanur and then moved to Melkote, where the Cheluva Narayana temple and a well-organized matha were built. He was patronized by the Hoysala king Vishnuvardhana. In the 12th century, Veerashaivism emerged in northern Karnataka. Leading names of this movement were Basava, Akka Mahadevi and Allamma Prabhu, who established the Anubhava Mantapa which was the center of all religious and philosophical thoughts and discussions pertaining to Lingayats. These three social reformers did so by the literary means of Vachana Sahitya, which is very famous for its simple, straightforward, and easily understandable Kannada language. Veerashaivism preached women equality by letting women wear the Ishtalinga, that is symbol of God, around their necks. Basava shunned the sharp hierarchical divisions that existed and sought to remove all distinctions between the hierarchically superior master class and the subordinate servile classes. He also supported intercaste marriages and Kayaka Tattva of Basavanna. This was the basis of the Lingayat faith, which today counts millions among its followers. The Jain philosophy and literature have contributed immensely to the religious and cultural landscape of Karnataka. Islam, which had an early presence on the west coast of India as early as the 10th century, gained a foothold in Karnataka with the rise of the Bahamani and Vijayapura sultanates that ruled parts of Karnataka. Christianity reached Karnataka in the 16th century with the arrival of the Portuguese and Saint Francis Xavier in 1545. Buddhism was popular in Karnataka during the first millennium in places such as Kalaburgi and Banavasi. A chance discovery of edicts and several Mauryan relics at Sannati in Kalaburgi district in 1986 has proven that the Krishna river basin was once home to both Mahayana and Hinayana Buddhism. Mysuru Dasara is celebrated as a Nada Habba, that is state festival, and this is marked by major festivities at Mysuru. Ugadi, that is the Kannada New Year, Makara Sankranti, that is the harvest festival, Ganesh Chaturthi, Naga Panchami, Basava Jayanti, Deepavali and Ramzan are the other major festivals of Karnataka. The Kannada language serves as the official language of the state of Karnataka, as the native language of approximately 65% of its population and as one of the classical languages of India. Kannada played a crucial role in the creation of Karnataka. Linguistic demographics played a major role in defining the new state in 1956. Tulu, Kodava and Konkani are other minor native languages that share a long history in the state. Urdu is spoken widely by the Muslim population. Less widely spoken languages include Bihari Bhashe and certain dialects such as Sanketi. Kannada features a rich and ancient body of literature covering topics as diverse as Jainism, Veerashaivism such as the Vachanas, Vaishnavism such as Haridasa Satya and modern literature. Evidence from edicts during the time of Ashoka the Great suggests that Buddhist literature influenced the Kannada script and its literature. The Halmedi inscription, the earliest attested full-length inscription in the Kannada language and script, dates from 450 CE, while the earliest available literary work, the Kaviraja Marga, has been dated to 850 CE. References made in the Kaviraja Marga, however, prove that Kannada literature flourished in the native composition meters such as Chattana, Beddande and Melvadu during earlier centuries. The classic refers to several earlier greats such as Purvacharyar of Kannada poetry and prose. Kuempu, the renowned Kannada poet and writer who wrote Jaya Bharata Jananiya Tanujate, which is the state anthem of Karnataka, was the first recipient of the Karnataka Ratna Award, which is the highest civilian award bestowed by the government of Karnataka. Contemporary Kannada literature has received considerable acknowledgement in the arena of Indian literature, with 8 Kannada writers winning India's highest literary honor, the Jnanapith Award, which is the highest tally for any language in India. Tulu is spoken mainly in the coastal districts of Udupi and Dakshina Kannada. Tulu Mahabharata, written by Arunabja in Tulu script, is the oldest surviving Tulu text. The Tulu language now uses the Kannada script due to the gradual decline of the Tulu script, which was in use until a few centuries ago. The Kodavas, who mainly reside in the Kodagu district, speak Kodava Tak. 2 regional variations of the language exist, the northern Mendala Takka and the southern Kiggati Takka. Konkani is mostly spoken in the Uttara Kannada district and in some parts of the Udupi and Dakshina Kannada districts. Both Kodava Tak and Konkani use the Kannada script for writing. English is the medium of education in many schools and widely used for business communication in most private companies. All of the state's languages are patronized and promoted by governmental and quasi-governmental bodies. The Kannada Sahitya Parishad and the Kannada Sahitya Academy are responsible for the promotion of Kannada, while the Karnataka Konkani Sahitya Academy, the Tulu Sahitya Academy, and the Kodava Sahitya Academy promote their respective languages.